Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor, and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Scorpio. If Scorpio is your solar, lunar, ascendant / rising sign, then this is a message for you. All right, let's get started. And so this is a bonus reading for Scorpio, and this hair. Where are you coming from? And our card tonight is the Page of Cups. And this is from the Tarot of the Abyss deck. All right, let's take a look and see what these tea leaves have to say tonight. And if you have not subscribed, please think about doing that. You can hit that little bell. It'll let you know when the next readings are coming out. All right. If I've ever in my life seen a Capricorn symbol, this is it. It is the sea goat. You can see the head with the horns and the body, and then the weird kind of mermaid tail thing. I don't know the mythology of Capricorn, and I need to. It's my ascendant sign, but I look at this and I'm like, okay, obviously this is Capricorn. So you either have a major Capricorn placement, or there's a Capricorn person in your life that you are very focused on. It is in this emotional area, which is the incline of the bowl here. And you can see kind of right here. And it is existing quite a lot on there, but also in the flat of the bowl, which is the kind of mundane material world. And so I think this is somebody that you know in real life, or at least in your waking life, and they seem quite important to you. They've been on your mind in a big way. Okay, now we're working with the Page of Cups, so I wonder, what's the nature of this emotional attachment? I do feel like this could be romantic, or at least somebody that you feel very drawn to. Okay, I like a good friend, a best friend even, somebody who is definitely like a confidant, right? It could be a family member. But I feel like, because of this degree of kind of emotional charge, it seems like this is maybe somebody that you are, beyond family, right? Somebody outside of the family. So let's keep looking and seeing kind of what maybe, TT, right in the face. You just hit me right in the face. Go. She slapped me with her tail. Let's see what this actually has to do with. Okay. So we have, it looks like a person right here. You can see the face. It looks like maybe a man that is balding. You can see the kind of hair there, but then some missing hair, and then on the sides. Now it looks like they're wearing maybe a high collar or a jacket, and they're looking down. This is from a metaphysical and emotional place. This maybe is the same person, but it could be that this is somebody kind of watching over the situation. Now, we also have the goat head here as well. You can see the eye. Here is the mouth, or where the mouth would be, the nose, the antler, or the horns up here. And so I really feel like maybe this is the same person, or there is a relationship between the two. And it is direct. It's not kind of through many degrees. Now, we have this figure here. We have the owl, and then we have it almost looks like an alien here. So I do almost kind of feel like immediately, for some reason, I was thinking of Austin Osman Spar, his artwork, where things are kind of merged into each other. So I feel like this is maybe where you have a connection. Okay, maybe you both have had experiences with like UFOs, aliens, other kinds of entities, macrobes, elemental things, and different kinds of intelligences, spiritual entities, maybe thought forms, ghosts, I don't know, something, right? And with the owl, it does make me think this maybe is kind of more alien, because we know the aliens are various races of aliens, I should say, are related to these images of owl faces, or the sound of an owl, and then kind of the beginning of missing time. Okay, and this is a phenomenon that happens when somebody is having an encounter, okay, maybe being abducted even, and they see an owl. Maybe it's very strange. The thing that you read a lot about is somebody laying in bed and they hear a loud sound and they think, what the heck is that? And they open the curtain and they look outside and there's an owl sitting right next to their window. If there's a tree there or not, it doesn't matter. They're just sitting there looking right into the eye of this person who's been like kind of woken up from their slumber. And then next thing they know, they've lost a bunch of time, however long that is. And it is, kind of believed that maybe this is some kind of psychic or mental telepathic shield to kind of obscure the memories of whatever happens in that time. And so, I'm not saying this is what's happening to you, but I think you have an interest in it. I think you maybe are into ufology, high strangeness, something. Now, I think it's connected to this person, or at least your relationship is connected to these interests, maybe even encounters. Okay. But we're talking about a Capricorn person, so they really kind of lean towards logic. So this is maybe somebody who is interested, but they might be, kind of critical or, trying to debunk, or they're not really a believer or whatever it is. So I do feel like, though, this, and what an interesting combo, by the way, Scorpio and Capricorn. I feel like that is like a match made in heaven, honestly. I feel like this like stylish weird of Scorpio, and I say weird in like the best way. Okay. The eccentric, the different, the creative of Scorpio with kind of, the maybe a little more buttoned up and reserved and a little more private and kind of withdrawn and, glacial qualities of the Capricorn people mixed together might be a really awesome couple. And I could see that in my mind. I'm like, yeah, that seems right. So, let's see. What else do we have going on? I don't want this to only be about relationships. We have so many other things to talk about. Okay, so if we look at it kind of this way, it looks like we have a cow's face right here. So we have that mother goddess energy, and that is Hathor, Hera, or one of these empress, mother goddess positions, and that is a really, really welcome energy usually, because there is a sense of stability, of being held and protected, understanding the life that you are living in a way that is, you look upon your life and you think, oh, okay, I see everything for what it is. There's clarity here. Yeah. But there's this other deeper understanding, really, woven through that earth energy, the ability to create, to feel, to fully immerse yourself in the process, and to see how it relates to all other things, all other aspects of your life, of your being, of the local universe to you. And so yes, I feel like there's this real confidence. There is kind of even a sense of bravery, really kind of putting yourself out there a little bit, trying some different things, and I feel like having fun with it. You're really having a lot of fun, and trying not to take things as seriously as you usually might take things seriously, and not getting all in your feelings, at least not in a way that is, chaotic or destructive, or, these big, kind of sweeping moments of anger, and, that just kind of roll over you. I feel like there's just a sense of kind of like, okay, well, we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out, I'm just going to kind of roll with it. And I feel like that's very much in that mother energy, being able to kind of exist naturally in the things that are happening within the circumstances. That's not to say that you're a pushover. You're just gonna kind of, lie down and just go, being taken by the tide or something like this. But I do feel like you are picking your battles. You're definitely, I think, in this frame of mind where it's like, I'm not going to get stressed out about things that I can't control. And I almost feel like that's kind of a mantra right now for you, is to, let it go. Let the universe handle it. What's for me, it will be here. And so, that's a wonderful place to be if you can get there. If you can. And I say that as somebody that I do have trouble. I do have trouble with that. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we have a face here. Here's the eye and long flowing hair. And really kind of gazing this way. And we have a beautiful bird here. It reminds me of maybe a crane. Excuse me. Maybe a crane, or maybe the head isn't so. Maybe a flamingo. That's what it is, a flamingo. And it looks like we have the number 3. It looks like 3 and maybe a 2 on this side, or maybe, no, 3 and 3. I see it comes down here. Okay, so we also have the star right here. And so I feel like there's a sense of within this period of time where you really are just trying to chill, trying to get to a place of just kind of, really not having any of those big anxiety moments, the stress, the high blood pressure, all of that. Just trying to keep it cool as a cucumber. we have this beautiful, when I think of the flamingo, I feel like it's like a sense of decorating oneself. You know, I feel like you are, you know, maybe going to be buying some new clothes, or maybe changing your hair a little bit, trying some new makeup colors, or, you know, I don't know, something, so adorning yourself with something new, something that makes you feel good, that makes you feel beautiful, and really enjoying the process of doing that. Nobody has style like a Scorpio. 100% every Scorpio that I know is like super on point about their aesthetics. And even in their, like, their environments, the way that they dress, the things that they're into, highly specific. Like, it's very curated and gorgeous, usually, you know, in whatever genre or style. And so I could see, yeah, like maybe it's like we're gonna try something else out. Maybe some new colors for the year, you know, a different vibe, maybe a different style of clothing, or whatever it is. And I can see you in the works, thinking about it, kind of making your little vision boards, your you know, I forget what those stylist books are called, where they pick, like, you know, whatever the different clothing items and colors and stuff for the season, or whatever it is. I don't know. I'm not into fashion. I'm into fashion very kind of peripherally, I guess, or whatever, but you know, I don't know. I've heard some of the stuff, a few things I've picked up. But maybe it's called a style book. I don't know. But yes, we also have that star. So I do feel like there is this sense of a big goal here arising. Okay. And so I think through this process of kind of recreating your image, you know, at least kind of a little bit adjusting, and that's what it is. I think it's about trying some things out. I think you get a real big kick out of, you know, switching with the season, and whatever you're kind of into at the time, letting that influence how you present yourself, how you express yourself. And so I can see through this work, through this exploration, and kind of bringing this look together, some kind of goal arising for you. And maybe this is a creative goal. You know, I could see that, definitely. Maybe extending this kind of focus and research out into other creative endeavors. And I feel like when you get into this mode, it's so exciting for you. And I think it's something that really, it kind of lightens your world a lot, because you have something that you are just so immersed in, you know. And so I think very happy time, something that you wake up and you're thinking about. Oh, I'm excited. I get to go, you know, to some store in the other part of the city, and go to some like secondhand place, and pick out, you know, like a cool, I don't know, pair of shoes or something. Going on the hunt for something cool, thrifting or garage sale. Here we had the season opener. I think it was like last weekend was the big beginning of garage sale season, which is one of my favorites. And we don't have flea markets like we did in California, but we do have, they call them rummage sales, and some indoor things, some outdoor things during the summer. But I grew up going to flea markets, and it's like my favorite day in the world is when we find like a a big book sale or somebody who's selling a bunch of, you know, books and media materials and stuff. And I could do that all day long. I would be so happy. Okay, let's see. Let's move over to this one. We have the heart. Ooh, we have the dog under the moon. We have the moon card. Then we have, it looks like a little cherub and a heart. So there is a sense of, I mean, just love here. But I feel like it's very, like, kind of fantastical. I feel like you're really building this up in your head. Not in a bad way. Like, in a really fun way. I feel like you, it's like you're almost building up the mythology of this love, right? This courtship, this beloved being of your life, and it is something that is monumental and gorgeous and deserves a beautifully written backstory. And so, I feel that, you know, when you are in love, when you are in lust, and when you are feeling connected to somebody else or something else, you're at your best creatively. And I feel like you feel really in tune with the universe. Love really is your language. And that's not just romantic love. It is, you know, all of the many iterations of love. And that includes your love of creating and you know, putting together ways of expressing yourself through I can't emphasize enough about the interior design and clothing of Scorpio people. Just off the charts. Love, 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 love. And so, you know, this is another kind of love. You get absolutely lost in the flow of things. And yes, a good time. Now, I forgot to say we also have, it looks like D7. D7. And then we have, is this the same 3? No, we have a 3 again. And we almost look like we have a person here with a moon head. And it looks like they're maybe like smoking or something, where the 3 looks like it's coming out of there. We also have a dog that looks like a poodle. I saw a lady getting like pulled down the street by a poodle the other day, a big brown one, and it was really beautiful dog. But my goodness, that thing was powerful. And she was young. She was like maybe in her 20s, early 20s. But that dog really was just flying down the street, and she was trying to keep up. Poor thing. But yes, so I feel like I almost feel like it's like a sense of like a weaver of illusion. But and here's the thing, I feel like somebody who is very loyal to you, maybe a best friend, sees this person for what they are, and they are telling you something is up. Like, if you are okay with it or not, I just want you to know that there's something that's like kind of I was gonna say scammy, but it's not scammy. It's just kind of like it seems like this person kind of has created their persona in a very intentional way. You know, as we all create our personas, obviously. But this is almost kind of like they're representing themselves like through this kind of illusion, right? But you might find that interesting, you know, and that's the truth of it, is that you might find this person to be kind of a kindred spirit in that they are a creative and they use themselves as a canvas. And so, you know, I don't think that you would be too bothered by this, depending on, of course, what they're doing. But yeah, that's kind of a really pretty image. And the 3, I don't know exactly. Maybe you know why that's related to them. And we have the lightness of being affirmation cards. This is the Earth Element deck. Oh my goodness. It's so late. We got home so late today, and I'm working way later than I usually do. So I'm sorry. I'm chugging along here. I'm going to stop where it feels right. And it says, Grace, harmony, your life is an elegant dance with love leading. Your calm presence is invaluable. Yeah, you are. You're in that calm place, chilling. I don't know. The calm presence of a Scorpio. All right. Well, Scorpio, I want to tell you I love you because I do. And I want to thank you for spending this time with me, putting up with my silliness. I'm absolutely feral right now. I feel like when I get, well, I know this to be true, when I have just days of not sleeping enough, we're in the middle of the moving stuff, worn out. I have ADHD, so it's like it flares up. My brain just becomes difficult to control, and my speech is really affected by it and everything else. So I appreciate you putting up with all of my just all over the placeness. Oops. And even that. And what else? Yes, if you would be so kind as to like the video, it helps the channel a lot. And if you have not subscribed yet, please think about doing that. You can hit the little bell. It'll let you know when the next readings are coming out. It is free to subscribe. And if you would like to leave a comment, please do. I'd love to hear from you. Unless you're going to be rude, I don't want to hear it. No, I mean, I don't. But you're allowed to say whatever. You know, today I had somebody going on about me drinking stuff while I've been sick. So I try not to usually drink anything, but when I'm sick, I have to. Because I talk for sometimes a few hours a day doing this. I say sometimes, most days it's a few hours a day, over 3. So, you can imagine that, my throat is, I'm not trained. I'm not trained in voice or anything. So I gotta do, maybe I should take some classes. I don't know. But yes, I drink little sips of things and I apologize, but you don't have to be mean. I don't deserve it. Nobody deserves it. We're not here to be mean to each other. I want this to be a place of lifting each other up and encouraging each other and all of that kind of thing. I know I can't control the world and make everybody nice or behave in any certain way, and I wouldn't want to. But I don't know. I don't like that energy. So anyways, if you want to say something, you are most welcome. And I get a lot of emails too. They're always nice ones though. Nobody's going to go out of their way to email you something silly. But yeah, I love hearing from you. I've gotten to know so many people through this channel, and it feels like such a blessing. It really does. And yeah, I love you all. I thank you. I can't think of anything else. Oh, yes, that's what it was. I wanted to thank you for everybody who left really sweet comments on my post about my husband and I. Shout out to Dove and Serpent Tarot, my husband Paul over there, the best tarot reader in the universe. It was our anniversary, and a bunch of you left just the sweetest comments on the post and well wishes, and I just want to let you know we read all of them together on his channel, on my channel, and we just I got teary-eyed. I was like, these people are the best. They're so nice. Every single one of them is so sweet and so thoughtful. And it made our day. It really did. So thank you. You're amazing. And yeah, other than that, I think that's it. So please take care of yourself, and we'll talk in a few days. I love you. And go look at the sky. It is, where I'm at anyways, it is so clear. It is so beautiful. And we're going in. That's the other thing. I feel the full force of this eclipse. I have all of the hamsters in my brain are on over. Like, their little wheels are like just like going absolutely nuts. So that's the other big energy. All right. I love you. Good night. We'll talk again real soon.